What's going on, everybody? I'm here to talk to you guys about two of the newer baits in the Gambler soft plastics bait lineup. These two are my favorite baits. It goes from a search bait to flipping. Well, we'll start out with flipping because I know everybody likes catching big fish up close, you know, a little more hand-to-hand combat. The new Stinger is by far my go-to bait when it comes to punching, pitching, flipping. This one here is the green pumpkin black and bluegill. As you can see, it's got these two flaps right on the bottom right there, so lots of action going down into the water, and then it's got a couple little appendages on it too. And what I like is that when you try to punch mats with this or anything, it's very streamlined. It'll slide right through, but then when you pull it pulls back, you know, it can cause a lot of turbulence into the water that really triggers that lateral line of those fish. You can feel a little bit of vibration, a little pulsation in the water. What I've also done with this too, it's very versatile. I cut it in half and you got yourself one of the best jig trailers and a ton of action on the back of that jig. They got a lot of colors. I like this one because it's got the black and blue on one side and green pumpkin on the other side. It's just a good trigger. I mean, even in clear water, you know, it looks like a bluegill. In dirty water, they'll be able to pick up that black and blue side of it. Very versatile, very good bait. I have a bunch of them, and this is another one of my favorite colors. It's called Killer G. I'm living in Wisconsin. Anywhere up north, you know, bluegills are a staple in largemouth's diet, especially the big largemouth. So I do a lot of looking for colors and baits that look and imitate bluegills really well. And this color just does it. I mean, it's got that green pumpkin, and then there's purple, blue flake in there. In the water, it just got that. It has that shimmer of a bluegill, and it looks just like them. And I tell you what, man, they crunch this thing. It is awesome. Another thing that I like to do a lot for searching, you know, you got your regular reaction baits that I throw. I throw a lot of crank baits, chatter baits, spinner baits, buzz baits, other topwater baits. The one that I also throw a lot is a paddle tilt swim bait. I'll throw them from any sizes, from 2 3/4 inches all the way up to 5 inches. And the Easy Vibes 3.75 is definitely one of my new favorite search baits. I can rig this up on a jig head or just with a hook, 4-aught hook. And then you can eat it, or you can get the swim bait hooks too with the weight on it. And you know, you can change up the weight on it to change how deep it goes. But this is the Hammond's Herring. It looks kind of like the perch that we have up here in our lakes, really clear on the back, a little bit of like a olive green, and then there's like a bluish shimmer to it. Puts out a ton of vibration in the water, has a really wide side-to-side action. Another way that I like to fish this is I also just put it on a bare hook, like I said, and then just reel it right along the top of the water. So you get your topwater action. I mean, it's just like a buzzing frog or anything like that, but it's a different look. And these fish haven't seen anything like that, fish like that. So those are two of my new favorite baits from Gambler. Give them a shot. Go on their website, gamblerlures.com. They got every single color imaginable. I'm sure there's something that you can find on there for you. And that's about it. Go fish. Gambler.